you. I hope your week has gotten off to a terrific start. Mine has been a blast. Are many of you content creators that have classes online? Where are you storing your your content? Would you like to have your content in over 100 different languages? I was introduced to this program, and I would love to share this short demo reel with you, and you can tell me what you think. Hang on, guys. It's really short, but it has me speaking in different languages, and I think that is awesome. And I am trying, give me a minute. I need to make sure that I share my audio with you because otherwise you won't hear me speaking. So all that being said, give me a minute. Thank you very much. Mahalo. I appreciate your time. And so tell me, how is your day going? Okay. Got my voice going over there. That's the main thing because it is very intriguing that when I am speaking, I look like I'm speaking that language. So stay tuned, guys. Here goes. So, guys, what do you think? I was so blown away that I am speaking those languages. I do not, I, guys, my Japanese is very minimal. I have what they call pigeon Japanese. So if I went to Japan, the way I speak would probably end up offending the party. And to be able to convert, not converse, but to give my message to them in Japanese, or if I'm in Germany, have my class or even this translated to their native tongue, we could reach so many more people. The online platform is a great place to share your courses because we are all, not we are all, I think we should be lifetime learners. We should be learning from each other. And I sometimes struggle with a language with languages. I tried to learn Japanese. I'm Japanese, and unless we practice it at home, it's hard. But what if you could listen to that language? Let's say you find a Spanish teacher on this platform and they're speaking all in Spanish. You couldn't take that course. But with this platform, you can record it in your native tongue and have it translated to whatever language that or country you're trying to reach. I don't know about some of you, but I am of the age where if I wanted to say something to a person or put together a video and share it with somebody that is not English speaking, it was really, really hard. I'd have to take my verbiage to a Japanese, let's say it's Japanese, to a Japanese translator or a Spanish translator and have them translate my English to that language. Then I'd have to know how to speak it because let's all agree there are different intonations that one needs to have so that we sound like that language. I mean, you're a foreigner speaking that language, and they will understand that you are a foreigner speaking their language. But isn't it best to have it so that you look like you're speaking it, so that you're not speaking English and the German is going off and the way you're talking in English and German don't match? So online teachers who have electronic learning or online learning, I don't know, guys, whatever term you want to call it, this platform is a no-brainer. It also helps you to get paid, I guess what you could call royalties, because you're not, when people sign up, they're not just going to see Lee Karaoke, though that's kind of what you want. So they take your course, you did your course, they did the fulfillment of your course. What's next? Isn't it nice, or wouldn't it be nice to keep them all on one platform? Okay, don't get offended, but earn money. We are in the age where we need money to do anything. So hey, I'm an online creator, but there's a great gentleman named Alex Hitt, Dr. Breakthrough, and many other educators on the platform. And that educator will have it in different languages. So they finish taking my course and they're perusing around, and there's an AI course. A buddy of mine, Jim Feldman, does an awesome, awesome job on AI technology teaching. What is AI? Adaptive technology, or if you want to call it artificial intelligence. Take his course. I believe he offers a free one. You want to get more in depth, you can pay. Cool thing is, you're tied to me as my student or my affiliate partner. I will get some type of commission from you taking a course from Jim Feldman, or you taking a course from Alex Hitt. Yes, everybody, we are in a society where we constantly refer people to other businesses. However, we don't always get paid for that referral. I was not always in a position, or Lee Karaoka, generally am not in a position to compete with the company that has something that's to offer far better than I do. Why not take advantage of affiliate marketing? Why not take advantage of partnering with other creators? So the person or the student, because isn't it about the student? Why not have the student benefit? Because, guys, there's so many, gosh, there's like over 8 billion people in the world. And to be able to speak over 100 different languages, or I should say, have it translated to over 100 different languages, that is so powerful. This company is also hopefully, but before the end of the year, or maybe even the end of second quarter, by June, they will have, if you do a Zoom meeting and you're speaking Italian, but I don't understand Italian, I can still jump on that call and have it translated into English in real time. So there's not a lag of the person speaking Italian. I have to wait, hear them in English. Isn't that awesome? So there are so many things that we could all learn from. I was perusing it's called The Great Discovery. And you can look for me. I am Lee Karaoka. Or just type in thegreatdiscovery.com/LK. And you'll find my link, and you can go sign up for free classes. If you're a content creator, please reach out to me. Sign up for the 14-day free trial for this platform and peruse it. Great thing, guys. Content creators or anybody wanting a side hustle for now, turning it into a full-time income stream. We have a special that's going to end on March 31, where you can get the whole shebang for $400, and I think it's like $88. And that, my friends, is awesome, because you're going to be paid copyright for your information, as well as getting commission or referral fees for your students taking classes from another student, from another teacher. And I am very honored. I have my buddy Kurt here. Hopefully he can come online soon, but I got him, he's super busy. So when he can come on, I am very grateful. So Kurt has come on and he has started using The Great Discovery. His wife, who works at a university, has also come on board. And that's going to be, hey, buddy, how are you?
Doing good. I just got off with our illustrious creator, and now that's Rob Pickering, creator of KnoCard.
He's supposed to be on here. I don't know if he's showing up, but if he does, we'll give him some time. But we were just
Yeah,
talking about,
yeah, we were just coaching him on how to use that Restream link and everything. He said, give him a
oh,
few minutes. So if we
okay,
talk away for a few minutes, he should come on
sure.
before too long here.
Okay, well, we can always extend because, hey, we're live stream, so we can go as long as we want, right? And as long as we're all okay with that, I got no issues. So my buddy Kurt and I are business associates. We do a couple of businesses together. One of them is called KnoCard, which is the background you see behind of me. And we also got involved in a company called The Great Discovery. The reason Kurt and I told you my reason. I'll let Kurt tell you his reason why he joined.
Um, so give me the cue again. You want me to elaborate on what now?
The Great Discovery, if you want, because we'll get Rob in, and Rob is super awesome. He is the owner and CEO of the KnoCard. So primarily for me, I am sharing two businesses with my my audience. So we had shared the the demo of me speaking in different languages, which I think was superbly done. And it's done in a very professional manner. So we are looking to try and grow our community. So I shared with them my Great Discovery demo reel, and Kurt's wife and him are super awesome people. And so we're trying to help Kurt, I guess you could say, build his team of educators. So Kurt, to you, if you want to have the floor.
Yeah, I mean, the way I come into this is, we live in a world where self syndication is a thing, which just refers to like people are going out on Instagram and sharing what they're sharing. TikTok is out there, and, YouTube and LinkedIn Lives, and, we're creating like Twitter X Spaces, so there's just a digital world we live in where, with video and otherwise, we're just interacting and sharing of our life and our journey and allowing others to peer in and enjoy, maybe for entertainment. There's the element of edutainment where we're educating and entertaining. We just were talking to one of our colleagues that is in the realm of sales, and he's onboarding a client in the university space. And so in this course, creation element at a university level, and then to have it monetized so that the university, while this is all going on, I mean, you always pay tuition and stuff like that at a university, but with that digital aspect, obviously the universities need it monetized to, pay for all the professors and, all of the resources coming from the university level. So, people at home, whether you have a ministry, whether you have a nonprofit initiative, an NGO, whether you're somebody who comes from a library, um, a library setting, community people are going to libraries and sharing skills that they have. And then in the business, there's always personal, professional development, and then fun things like I do adaptive water skiing, so I can share, how adaptive water skiing works. I can showcase the equipment and open up people's minds to that it's not just stand up, able bodied people water skiing. So we're talking about capabilities here that allow all of this type of stuff to get out there and shared. And then folks who are looking to make a buck, we've got the side gigs, side hustles, moonlighting, we can help people go full time and, whatever it is. So that's kind of what Lee and I are collaborating with. And that's kind of what I was doing, about 4 months ago when I met this gentleman coming on here in speed networking. And then I experienced the platform that we all know as his creation, KnoCard. And and I was able to see videos and graphics, and I was able to learn like what is this guy Rob Pickering all doing. So I say, Rob, by his name, he's just not our top pick. He's our Rob Pickering. So, so Rob, you are live and you're in the Restream studio here, going out live stream, live video, and we're kind of introducing this enterprise of KnoCard and a little allusion to you as a person. So Rob, come on in here and give a little bit more of how do you introduce yourself, like you did with me at Speed Networking.
Well, before Rob gets on, I just want to thank you so much, Rob and Kurt, for taking time to come in and live stream with me. So, Rob, you tell me I can, be your mouse if you need to with the KnoCard, or you can share your screen. Floor is yours.
So welcome, everyone. Again, my name is Rob Pickering, founder of KnoCard. That's KNOCARD. We are an all-in-one business social platform. So Lee, thanks so much for allowing me to jump in here. We are the all-in-one social platform. So if you are a business, network marketer, salesperson, solo entrepreneur, I have to tell you that KnoCard has all the tools that you're going to need in order to be successful. So you guys have probably heard that before, that there's a lot of platforms out there, but like I said, I don't believe that anybody does it as well as KnoCard. And it's not just tooting my own horn because it's my platform. We have spent a lot of R&D behind the scenes. And more importantly, there's a lot of psychology, Lee, that actually goes into the actual platform that of why it works. Sales. It's for salespeople, built by salespeople. And when you look at all the different things that really create a prospect to make a buying decision, I think that that's really what KnoCard's about. And we can kind of go through certain features and functions. Yes, I can share my screen, but I think that I would take some of this time, to be honest, because we could put a link. Lee, do you have the ability to share the link? We have a sales call that goes off tonight at 8 p.m. Right? I think that kind of answering some questions would be very, very powerful. Just so people understand a little bit more about it, kind of get them excited, almost like a teaser of what KnoCard is about. Because I think, Lee, the one thing that we can do is make sure that we give them, the full videos. We have bite-sized pieces of the different features. I mean, Lee, you understand, Kurt understands that there is a lot of features. Kurt and I just got off of a call right now, and Kurt, you tell me. I mean, we got off of a live call with a great prospect, right? And Kurt, he didn't even see the platform, and he's already talking about referrals and all the different people that he can turn it on. And Kurt, he doesn't know anything about it outside of just a conversation, correct?
Mostly so. I mean, Emily did have him on a 2-to-1 with her and me, and so she did give him some glimpses of it. But yeah, Emily didn't do too much, but gave him a little run through of the layout and to understand kind of the features. So he did have in a previous meeting some visuals to go with it. But yeah, he definitely has not studied up the app, the tool, and he's interaction with it at all. So yeah, we're still at the point where he has to go on there and get his KnoCard up and running. So yeah, he's definitely going off of what we're telling him. Experience, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that when you talk to marketers, I think that if there's marketers that see this, watch this replay, things like that, I think that one thing that people need to understand is, the world out there today really wants a product, a service that they can go out there and promote and share. Okay. I think that there's a lot of people that are being pushed home And maybe they're choosing to stay home, right? They wanna stay home. You know, sometimes I tell people, I'm like, listen, when COVID hit, um, you know, a lot of time, you know, obviously it had a negative impact on a lot of businesses, but it also had a very positive thing because I think that it was an eye opener to people to say, hey, listen, you don't need to kill yourself driving back and forth to the office. Can you do something from home? Can you build a product, share a product, sell a product from home? And I think that you can, as long as you have the proper tools to go out there and do that. The beautiful thing about KnoCard is that we have the ability to actually do that. We have the ability to sit on our couch and actually share products and services all over the world, because KnoCard, just so everyone understands, is a vehicle. It's a marketing vehicle to push your message out there. So KnoCard is very powerful. What you see behind Lee's head right there is actually the PC version of KnoCard. What is cool about that? That means that everything that Lee is doing is right there. And I don't know if you guys can see, but on the left-hand side, she's got all of her little widgets there of all the different links that she has. She has a beautiful banner on there. She has all of her different social posts, folks. We have our own dedicated social media. She has all of her links to different services that she offers on the right-hand side. On the bottom right-hand, she has all of her partners of who she does business with. So KnoCard is a all-in-one platform that's designed to deliver your message. So maybe you're an insurance rep, maybe you're a landscaper, maybe you're a networker that's promoting a product and service. I think you're going to be pretty amazed to see that how KnoCard has the ability to package that and push it out to the world. And we do it through the KnoCard platform. So that's number one. The second thing is maybe you're in the market and you say, you know what, man, this thing is really cool. This is a digital product. This is a global product. These guys are all over the world. How do we, how do I promote that, right? And we also have that model. So let's just say you're watching this, you don't have a product and service. You're looking at, is there a way I can make some extra money, right? Some extra money. KnoCard, we've locked that down also. We have a brand partner model that you can actually make money just by promoting a digital product. Lee, a lot of times we'll jump into these virtual meetings, right? And these virtual meetings are filled. I mean, sometimes I jump into these meetings and there's, over 100, 125 people in these meetings. And they're cool because they actually do like breakouts, right? And they do like one of the great ones that I always plug is Alignable. I think that those folks do a fantastic job as Alignable. And you do these breakout meetings, but here's the beautiful thing. All of these people are promoting different services. Some of them are web guys, some of them are like I said, insurance people. You have a lot of coaches on these platforms, network marketers, right? Attorneys, all kinds of things. And it's interesting because they're all coming to this platform to try to get business. But here's what's interesting. So you do like these little breakout 7-minute sessions. And let's just say if I'm talking to Lee, I would say, so Lee kind of would talk. I always allow Lee to talk for, dominate the conversation for 4 or 5 minutes. And then I would say, Lee, let me ask you something. Where do you currently get your business today? Where are you getting business? And Lee, what would you traditionally tell me there?
Referrals, but I generally don't get referred out.
Okay. So word of mouth referrals, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what's interesting is over 90% of the people that we talk to, that's the message right there, right? So they're all coming onto these platforms. Meetup is one of them. And they're all great platforms. I take my hat off to the developers and the people behind these platforms. Now, they definitely have some downside to them, which is another conversation. But those folks are there because they want to be successful. They're trying to find prospects, right?
Right.
But when you ask them and you say, where do you get referrals? So you say, Rob, I get my business off referrals. So my next question is how do I refer Lee to my friend Kurt today? How do I do that? And that's really where we get the dead stare, because most people don't have any way to actually refer. It sounds good, but Lee, would you give me a Facebook, Instagram link to your business? Probably not, right? It has no trackability, folks. So if you're listening to this live, right, it has no trackability. There's no benefit on that front. Would you just give me a business card? So maybe if we're face to face, maybe Lee would give me a business card. Some people are still carrying those. Outside of picking my teeth, what would I be doing with that business card, right? So I can definitely see picking my teeth is productive. But in 2024, go ahead, let's pick our teeth, right? You know, at the end of the day, what would I use it for? So Kurt just even showed a business card, and some people are even using a QR. So there's a QR on that, right? And the QR on that would take me to someone's website, right? So someone's website right there. But the $1 million question is if you take them to the website, what does it do? Where does it go? Do I have trackability? What that user is actually doing? So I'm sending traffic to a website that I have no analytics on. I don't know who this person is. I don't know their name. I don't know what they're clicking on. I don't have any information, right? So we have business cards out there. Some people will say, well, Rob, you can always, I mean, there's different things, Rob, I want to send you you could always send them to my video, right? I did a great video on YouTube. That's fantastic. So let me ask you something, Lee. Does Rob Pickering have Lee's YouTube video? No, right? Let's just say she's a coach and I want to refer her. Do I know her website name? No, right? So how do I actually refer Lee? And the only reason I exhaust this, is because you need to understand that we need to get down to the truth and identify what is actually going on. Would you agree with that, Lee? Like, let's just get down to it. Let's not dance around it. I mean, these people are not having success on 90% of the things that they're using. Would you agree with that? Because they're not having success here, right?
I didn't have any success with anything I was doing. But the success is there now.
So now you have a tool. So here's the thing, folks. If I wanted to refer Lee right now, in 8 seconds, I can open up my phone right here, okay? 8 seconds. I can find Lee and I can actually refer her directly to my friend Kurt. And I can do that, folks, literally in 8 seconds. And this is what you get. Kurt would immediately be able to see everything that Lee is doing. Okay, so he can click around on her KnoCard and see everything that Lee is doing. That's number one. The second thing is Lee would actually get notified via the platform that says this: hey, Lee, Rob Pickering just referred you. So she's like, wow, she gets a notification right away. She goes into her pipeline and sees Kurt Roscoff. But it shows as what we call a pending status. It's pending. The reason we do that, the reason we have it set that way, is because I want Kurt to agree to talk to you. Does that make sense, Lee? Right?
Yes.
See, the reason, there's some psychology behind that. I want Kurt to agree to talk to you. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So on the top of his KnoCard, there's a little click. It says, do you mind if Lee reaches out to you, connects with you? And Kurt can say, check mark, yes. The minute he does, all of your information is passed directly in real time to your platform, and now you're able to connect. It will right away open up that you can now connect to Kurt. Why do we do it that way? Well, let me ask you something. If Kurt is my friend and Rob refers Kurt, you follow me? Rob refers Kurt.
Mm-hmm.
Then at the end of the day, that's that's Rob's referral. That automatically kind of goes up the scale of probability that you can do business with him. The second thing is Kurt now clicks on the link. Kurt actually starts clicking around on the KnoCard, right? On the KnoCard. And when he does that, Lee, just so everyone understands, so Kurt's out there doing his own thing. He's clicking on our media files. He sees videos that she's done. He's clicked on some of her external links. In real time, Lee can actually see what Kurt's doing, which is crazy. So she can actually see where he's clicking, what he's doing. Okay. Now, the nice thing about it is when Lee now got the authorization to talk to him, do you see how many yeses we just went through? Yes, I think Lee is a good prospect. She gets referred. The prospect literally starts clicking around on Lee's stuff. She can see that he's clicking. Then he says to you, Lee, yes, I'm willing to talk to you. Oh, there's another yes. We just went through 4 positive hoops. Where's the probability that Lee, that you're going to have a constructive conversation with Kurt? Do you think your probability is pretty high now going through those hoops?
I think it's like at 99% where he's ready to buy. I just need to now present that opportunity.
Yeah. So absolutely. So your probability goes through the roof because he's already jumped through those different hoops. The reason we also do permission-based is I don't want to waste Lee's time if maybe he's not interested. So at the top, he would say, not at this time type of thing, right? So Lee could see that it's pending there, but it would stay pending. Listen, the reason I go through that bunny trail is, if you're in business today, there's a lot of companies that are promoting AI leads, lead generation systems, we book your appointments, right? The challenge with all these things are they're cold prospects, okay? One thing that KnoCard focuses on is the psychology that sits behind that encourages them to do business. Listen, I don't care about where we are in technology, AI today. People still do business with people they know, they like, they trust. There's a human element to sales. There's a human element to relationships. KnoCard doesn't want to take that away. What we want to do is we want to position you in front of the yeses. That's what we want to do. You have to use technology to reach to the masses, okay? Let our filter system filter out the people that want to talk to Lee. Now, Lee, that's super important. That's super important because when you're sharing to 5, 10, 15, 20, 100 people, wouldn't it be awesome to only spend time with the people that raise their hand that say, I have a question. I have a need. What about all the other people? What happens is the technology just suppresses those people. So KnoCard is about hardcore dealing with people that want to deal with you, but it's a business tool. So you're dealing with interested prospects. Listen, in business, we call it bandwidth. I'm busy, you're busy, everyone's busy. Okay. So how do we connect to people when it's the right time? Lee, there's so many people that lose business because it's the wrong time. So let's just say if I shared something with Lee, she was a great prospect. I gave her a business card and I got her business card, right? That's the way a lot of people were doing it before, right? Well, I want to connect to Lee, right? So I'm wondering, I'm like, is she available? Is she around? What does that look like? So my big thing is this. I now would do this. I would try to reach out to her and I would say, ring, ring. Hey, Lee. Hey, it's Rob. Well, Lee's on a conference call, or Lee has just finished up with a call, or Lee is getting ready to get dinner on, or Lee is walking out the door, or Lee is in the grocery store line checking out, or Lee is driving her car. Whatever the case may be, we're not finding Lee sitting on her front porch reading a book, is my point, okay? Lee's busy. So Lee answers the phone. Lee is busy. Right away, she's like, ugh. Right? Because you don't have the bandwidth for it. You don't have the, you're not there right now, right?
Yes.
So what does Lee tell me? Hey, Rob, I haven't had a chance. I will reach out to you once I can do this. I apologize. I'm super busy. We're going to have to chat later. Click. Okay. Here's the problem. Lee's a great prospect. So you know what I did? I just started that prospect on fire for absolute no reason. And you know why? Because the timing was off. Business is about timing. So what I did is I took a great prospect that was very interested. I left her on a very positive note when we chatted, but then I just lit that up on fire, right? Because now Lee's gonna get annoyed that I'm calling. Okay. Second thing is the challenge that you also run up against is the timing of it. Because Lee didn't reach out to me, now I'm selling. See, listen, when the prospect reaches out to you, it really does change the atmosphere of the sale. Hey, Rob, I spoke with a guy. I was traveling yesterday, and he called, and I talked to him. Honestly, it was really weird. I kept on seeing him pop up on my schedule. This guy named Rick, and anyways, long story short, I was traveling back from. I was in Arlington, Virginia, and I was traveling back. And he's like, hey, I don't know if you remember me. And I'm like, I apologize. He's like, he sells insurance. Super nice guy. My point is what I did is I sent information out. He watched it, and that was kind of it. The reason that I waited for him to follow up is that business is all about timing, right? So I'm driving. And he actually ended up hitting a Zoom call. So it wasn't like he called me out of the blue. I saw him. He booked another appointment on Zoom with me. So it was on my calendar. All of a sudden, I'm driving. My Zoom goes off, and I answer. And after long story short, about 35 minutes in, he's like, "Yeah, Rob, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Like, this thing is awesome. So here's the thing. 2.5 months prior to that, I didn't know. Like, what I'm saying is, I didn't press the situation, right? I talked to him. I threw the ball back in his court, and I knew once he called back, he's going to move forward, right? If he calls back, and guess what? That's exactly what happened. So it was all about a timing situation. I waited for the prospect to follow back up with me. So, anyways, I don't want to dominate your podcast here or your stream. Oh no! Here. I just yeah.
You're sharing so many reasons for using KnoCard to market our business. And the folks that don't consider marketing themselves, I think, are in a loss. So I'll share my story really quickly. Kurt was the one that got me involved in KnoCard. When I saw it, I was like, okay, another tool. And then I got on a sales call with, we have a sales call meeting, and it's all about sharing the nuances of KnoCard. Looking at it, I'm like, this is what I was looking for, because I network. But how do I keep track of all those people? So KnoCard became my go-to card. Maybe we got to change it to go KnoCard or something. But this is a platform, and that's why I am very passionate. As you may have heard, my first video or my first live stream was about KnoCard, because I am vetted by Kurt. I'm not Joe Schmo down the street looking on my phone for this app and signing up for it. So there is that trust capability that Rob was talking about. I really love the idea, because truly I didn't understand some of the things that you had first talked about when we first got on. And the clarity here is, we teach them enough, or we show them enough and we need to step back because the prospect has the information. They now know how to go about getting our information to book that second call. And that is truly powerful because most people, like I've heard you mention to us, will take rejection or sales rejection 3.5 times.
3.5, yeah, 3.5 times, and then they get rejected and they go bye-bye. They never come back. That's an industry stat.
Yeah, so how do, many of us are in direct sales. And your business, even though you're not affiliated with one of the big direct sale companies, is a direct sale business. How do we get business to you? And Rob, gosh, you got even more stuff for us, I heard. And, you want a side hustle to turn it into a full-time hustle for those of you that are looking for jobs. Team up with us, team up with Rob, because you cannot go wrong. Because we need to market ourselves. Do you not agree?
Yeah, I think that if they're in the marketplace, and we can always do, because I think that doing a like a workshop, we do have a workshop that's going to be coming up tomorrow. Usually we do like a kind of like what we call like a CEO chat. We talk about Q&A. So usually our schedule is Tuesday night. If you guys are watching this today, we actually have a sales call that I think that every single one of you folks should jump on. Lee, if you can post our link and stuff like that in the chat to make sure that people know that we have that going on. That's number one. Usually Wednesday, we have like a Q&A. And I love doing Q&A because it's like, this is kind of like my space. This is, what you and I are doing right now. This is what I love doing, is just, talking about the platform and talking about, the psychology that kind of sits behind it. So it kind of takes some of the pressure off of me, just because I can, I can explain to you why certain things were created, and why we did it that way. And then Thursdays are really powerful because if you are listening to what Lee is saying, make sure you jump on Thursday's calls. Thursday is about our brand partner. Folks, Lee is very involved in the business. She's a brand partner. Obviously, you can see behind her, she's heavily promoting KnoCard. And it's because, and just follow me for a second, folks. She gets it. Because if you're going to go out there and you're going to promote any business, so let's just say, just take for a second, you're not promoting anything. You're looking at this saying, man, I'm looking for something that I can go out there and promote. And just kind of follow me. There's so many people out there that are looking at, how do I make money? There's volatility in the market right now. People are getting a little nervous about, where's this whole thing going? I should probably have what Lee was talking about, a side hustle, right? Something to generate money. But here's the deal. And folks, this is why I'm an incredible fan of network marketing, direct selling. Can you plug in to a business model that gives you the ability that, Lee, today, you don't need any inventory, you don't need any skills, you need very little money, as low as, some of our programs are as low as $99 or something. Okay, you can be an affiliate to actually start making money. Okay, but I'm talking about in the now. I'm talking about make money today. I'm talking about, how do I get something and immediately start sharing it where I can start making some money. So let's just say if you have no product and service, none right now, you have no product and service, you're working a job where you're like, I'm making very low wages. And honestly, it would be awesome. Just hang with me. It would be awesome to make, what if I could show you how to make in your very first month $800? Kurt, let me ask you something. I don't know if you're live with us, if you can hear me. Let me ask you something, Kurt. You know the world today. Do you think $800 would be a benefit to majority of homeowners today, entrepreneurs? I mean, an extra $800.
Oh yeah, yeah. And
We lost you, dear. Kurt.
They would grab at $800. That'd be huge. Yeah.
So $800, right? So do you see, Lee, how we're not promoting and saying make $10,000 tomorrow to get rich scam? We've all heard, and we've been around for many years. Okay, listen, folks, this is a real business. This is a real product. When you see what we're doing, you will understand that we have an incredible amount of code. We are doing something that no one is doing. Lee, do you know of any competitors on any level that's doing what KnoCard's doing right now?
No, and that's why I'm here, because I'm using LinkedIn. But somebody had asked me about somebody. I tried to go find the person by their category or their keyword, and I couldn't find him. And that's what's cool about KnoCard. KnoCard is, I'm sorry, Yellow Pages, but it is the digital Yellow Pages starting 2024. But people, start to use it, because I want to know what you're doing out in the marketplace. And if I send you a message, please, because I'm trying to learn about you.
Yeah. So that's the thing is if you're in the marketplace and you're really looking at how to make some money, I talk to a lot of networkers, and some of these people are in a very niche, and I want you to think about this, niche product. So they're in a niche market. I don't want to slam on any individual company, but I want to just throw something out there. So I know of a company that sells high-end makeup. Okay. Here's the problem. The problem with it is Kurt and I don't wear makeup. Okay. Maybe Kurt does once in a while.
Well, we saw him one day with it, with red lipstick.
Maybe once in a while. Maybe Kurt's a bad example. Okay. But my point is here's the problem with the entire business model. You immediately remove men. Why would you do that? Why would you remove men out of the network, out of that model? And that's what they did. That's number one. So immediately you're going to market, which we're going to talk about in a second, but you remove men. Then you got to find women that, number one, love makeup, which a lot of women, don't. Okay. They have their certain go-to makeups, go to CVS, get Clinique, get this, get that. And that's what they call that. That's it. They're good with that. Okay. And on top of that, you also have high-end makeup. So how about a blush that runs $80?
Ooh.
Okay, $80. Okay. Now they can promote it all day. Hollywood uses this and blah, 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 but you're still dropping $80 on some blush. Okay. So here's my point. Do you see, if you're going to go out there and market, if you're marketing KnoCard, you're marketing that, it doesn't make a difference. You're still blasting a message out. Okay. The beautiful thing about KnoCard is KnoCard is attaching itself to the masses. We are a delivery system. So I don't care what you're promoting, what you're selling. If you're going to sell something, then go out there and promote it to the masses. People like Kurt can use this product. People like Lee maybe didn't have a product. I know Lee has a couple other things that she's also doing. But the big thing is she's like, why would I promote anything when the masses can use this? When the residual is here? I mean, Lee, did you know that no other networking company like this, like when I say network, I'm talking about on the social side, guys, we have our own dedicated social media, no kids, no chaos, no politics. We're the only company that's paying an affiliate commission, and we're doing it 3 levels deep. We're actually announcing that on Thursday, 3 levels deep. Okay. So can you imagine getting involved with a social platform that's going viral? Matter of fact, if you guys click right at the top up there, you can see behind Lee, there's a little green button on the top. And if she was on her mobile phone on a device, you could click that button right there. Guys, we're not sending affiliate links. All we're doing is clicking on Lee's get KnoCard and 100% tracks right back to Lee. It doesn't make a difference. It all tracks back to Lee. Matter of fact, every single thing that Lee shares is gonna report directly back to Lee. She can see in real time what people are actually doing. Go out there and promote something that the masses need. The masses want. You know, sometimes following just market trends, Lee, just following those market trends naturally puts you in the money. Sometimes we can just ride the coattails. Here's one thing I want everyone to understand also. You know why it works? It works because we're not reinventing the wheel. We're not reinventing the wheel. The two number one ways that we go out there and promote and share our message is through text messaging and through short form video.
Yeah.
In short form video. Folks, listen to me. That right there is the number one ways to go out there and share a message worldwide. It's the number one communication tool in the world. In the world. Okay? You know, I talked to a gentleman the other day and he said, you know, he does stuff through email. Nice guy. And I said, so how's that working out for you? And he just kind of paused. And he's like, well, what do you mean? I mean, you know, how's that working out for you? Well, I mean, you know, it just depends on, you know, the click through and this and that. I said, no, how is that working out for you? And so email is definitely heavily used today's world. I'm not saying that it shouldn't be, but is it really should be used on the front of marketing? I mean, listen, if I worked, me and Kurt worked for AT&T and I needed to send him a message, I would send him a message via email. We have trackability and things like that. But when we're doing stuff of this magnitude of sharing opportunities, exposing messages, people are making decisions fast. You know, the nice thing about KnoCard too is you don't really need to think about KnoCard for a long time. We don't have a product that's $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 where it creates, like, I need to talk to Kurt and his wife and it's creating a sales process, a sales cycle, a sales funnel because it's $10,000. $10,000. And I don't want to be arrogant when I say this, and please don't take me out of context. But if you guys are not willing to put $50 or $100 on you, not on something else, I'm talking about on you. If you're not really willing to put $99 on the line for your dream, for your freedom, for your escape out of the rat race, then you know what you're missing? You're missing the whole picture. And hopefully that doesn't sound derogatory, but you're just missing it. Listen, risk it all, get it all. Risk nothing and get nothing, folks. Don't just be a spectator. Don't be a spectator. Listen, Kurt was in professional water skiing and things like that. That guy's has an incredible story. He's literally the guy that like puts people on their back and water skis. I have no idea. Okay, but listen, that took time and energy and effort and commitment for him to learn and for him to do those types of things, and he put the time in. That didn't come naturally. That's not, I mean, he over and over and over and got injured and put people and did all of these crazy things. But he put a commitment to it. And he has an amazing story if you guys don't know his story. So what I'm saying is are you guys willing to commit yourself? Do you just want to be a spectator, or you want to be someone that Kurt and says, man, that thing is really cool, man. I think I'm going to throw some skis on. Man, that was pretty awesome. I want to throw some skis on. I want to learn how to do that. But Kurt had an option. Kurt had an option to do what? Man, I just want to watch it on TV, or I saw it was pretty cool. Or Kurt made a decision of saying, I don't know what this is about, but I'm going to go ahead and throw some skis on, and here we go, right? He made a decision to step outside of being a spectator and now being a player. My question to you is what are you? Are you a spectator, or are you a player? Where do you want to be? And that's what KnoCard does. I'm telling you right now, you have the support staff around you to help you succeed with KnoCard. What you want to do is, Lee has her KnoCard out there. If it's posted here, it's posted on links. Click on KnoCard and click up on the link. Guys, I don't care if you get a free one to start off. At least get a free one, and then come to our workshops. When you get a free one, the nice thing is you can get all of Lee's messages. We got sales calls. We got workshops. We got affiliates. We can do all these things. But guys, listen, at least start there and click on getting a KnoCard for free. Lee, what is it? It's you put a profile picture, your first name, last name, username, whatever, and right away you can get signed up, right? It's free, right?
It's like so easy. If you have difficulty, reach out. But I'm 65 years old, sometimes a little bit technology challenged. But if I can do it, I think any person can do it.
Absolutely.
And I will have all of our links in the remarks section of YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn so that you can come to all of our workshops, events, because we're going to have to hang up real soon. We are just delighted, or not we, I am just delighted to have the one and the only Rob Pickering and Kurt Roscoff on my live stream. And I will start doing a training sessions. I'm kind of looking towards Saturday. And this is a session where we will teach you how to use your KnoCard so that you will become KnoCard efficient. I open up my KnoCard every day. I'm not the greatest poster there because I enjoy going out to meet people, but I do use it to refer. So guys, mahalo so much, and come back next week, Tuesday, 10 a.m. Hawaii time, and come learn more about different tools that are available to you to make your business life scale forward. So again, thank you. Mahalo plenty. Mahalo nui loa. Domo arigato. Salamat po. Kamsamida to all of you, and I look forward to next week.